Welcome to the Eggplant Podcast, a podcast where we eggplants talk about stuff. This is a standalone podcast that I'm doing along with a couple other friends. My name is Marie Pearl Nanagishi, and I'll let my other co-host.
Sorry. I thought we were just jumping right into it.
Oh, I'll let my other co-hosts take away the spot. Shinzo? Blue?
Well, yep, I'm over here. Like she just said, I'm Shinzo Blue. Hey.
And eggplant number 3?
I'm Chaotic, but my full username is Chaotic Sphere, but that's too fucking lazy, so just call me Chaotic, and I'm just some random dude on Twitter talking about the occasional weird take and just simping about life. So that's pretty much it.
And I just talk about stuff just randomly. Whatever comes to mind.
And I also talk about stuff. Hey! That's everybody here!
Yeah, that's pretty much all of us here.
Yep, sounds about right.
But yeah, we decided to do this podcast because, well, as you know, I'm the host. I'm one of the hosts for the Unchattable podcast, along with El Hardo, as well as Jacko Crimson. So I decided, hey, why not do my own podcast with my other two dudes, aka the Eggplant Trio.
There's a funny context behind that podcast name, but I figured we'd slowly reveal it over time, because it's going to it's sort of an inside joke meme at this point.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright. Now that we have our introductions out of the way, let's start the shilling. Because that's what us nerds do.
And for those of you who don't know the term shilling, it's basically where we just kind of promote the shit that we've have been liking, or have enjoyed recently to the point we just want to make you aware that, hey, this series, show, video game, book, movie, etc. is good, and you should probably fucking get to it.
Right.
Yep.
Alright, so who wants to shill first? I mean, I have a few, but I could wait until later on.
I mean, I feel like you guys would probably have more to chill for me. I feel like I'm a lot more chill about it a lot of times.
Alright, my top 3 video games of all time, Megami Tensei, Tekken, and Resident Evil. I forgot to say Resident Evil for a second there.
Alrighty, and just to help with us, why do you think you want to shill the Megami Tensei series in general, along with Tekken and Resident Evil?
Because I love them. That's why.
I mean, that's pretty much the only reason you need.
To help, the occasional people who have not touched or are looking to get into Megami Tensei, Tekken, or Resident Evil, why should they get into it?
Megami Tensei has really compelling storytelling, and lots of memorable characters. Tekken, because they're fun fighting games, and Resident Evil, because they're fun, and also
That's
horror.
true.
Unless you're talking about Resident Evil 5 and 6, we don't talk about those. Even though I've never played it, but we don't talk about those.
I mean, to be fair, as a person who has played them, because I still gave it a chance. 5 is still decently good. It's not as good as 4, the previous ones. It's a fun co-op game, though. 6 is where it's tricky. It's a great co-op action game. It's a decent game if you remove everything else. Decent game, terrible Resident Evil game. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but separately, it is a great co-op game. Everything else that makes it Resident Evil is a shit game, although it is kind of fun to play. Also,
I know
if you ever play the Mercenaries mode, it's probably the best part of the whole fucking game.
Right. I still need to play more Resident Evil.
Oh,
although
you do.
I've only played.
You should pick up the Revelation series. It's on Switch if you want to play it on the go.
I want to play like the RE game, all the RE games on the Switch that are available on Switch. I've only tried out Resident Evil 2 Remake and 4. And with the
It's not bad.
remake going on, oh my goodness, my sister. but
Yeah.
but with the 3 remake coming out, I just decided, hey, I want to give it a chance. Oh my goodness. This is a mayhem outside.
But
This will be in the recording. I am so sorry.
We're doing it live, people.
And we're doing it live!
Hey,
live,
fuck
live in front of a live studio audience.
But yeah, for me at least, I still need to even play more Resident Evil myself. I've only ever beaten the 2 remake and 4, but I've have a couple of the others. Like I have Resident Evil 1 remake, and then I have like 5 as well, particularly.
Oh, you have 5?
Yeah, I have 5. 5 like on Steam.
I think you have a potential co-op partner who might play with you.
Well,
wink, wink.
Well, at least if you have it on Steam.
Oh fuck! I thought you had it on PS4. I mean, I could buy it on Steam. It's just effort.
Yeah, I mean, also I forgot this just now. I also played a bit of 7 as well.
Oh, 7's good. People are still iffed about it to this day. I still think it's great.
Honestly, I'm bad with horror games, and I got scared.
Oh, it's not that bad, but I can understand, people who don't tolerate horror
honestly,
too much.
Honestly, it's just for me. I end up winding myself up, if you know what I'm saying.
All right, yeah, I understand your position on that one. Still, you should play it in intervals, because I mean, I can touch anything horror without blinking. But the thing is, when I was a kid, I got easily scared. But playing it through moderate intervals, you kind of start getting adjusted to it, and then you're just kind of like unfazed by it.
Yeah, honestly, that's even for me. Just particularly, just like eventually, I did stop getting scared by it, but just like that's sort of after as I describe it, as just like I sort of understand the logic of the horror. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like sort of like I understand sort of like what's going on exactly. It's always just like that whole fear of the unknown, you know?
Yeah.
Definitely. Gosh. I'm not really a horror enthusiast, mostly because I'm a little baby when it comes to horror, but nowadays I have gotten used to it thanks to Resident Evil 2 and other stuff. Oh, I do get freaked out by the occasional jump scares, but who knows. Unless you're Five Nights at Freddy's, though.
Oh god. Even I get scared at Five Nights myself, admittedly.
Yeah, because say for example, you're just casually, just flipping through the fucking monitors and shit, and all of a sudden, you look down to, eat a chip or something, and you have like this fucking animatronic at a high-pitched screen. It's just a PNG file.
Right.
Yelling at you, and you're like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, it's like, go crazy! Ah!
Yeah.
Stupid!
Yep.
Ah!
Yep, exactly.
Although I think the 4th game looks very terrifying.
Well, I mean, at least as I know for the lore, there's a good reason for it.
Yeah. Also, Slender the Arrival. I barely get scared of Slender the Arrival, if I'm being honest.
Honestly, even me is probably the least thing. Probably it also doesn't help for me that one of the main parts which I ever watched for like Slender was like the Rooster Teeth Rage Quit, where they had like Michael and Gavin.
I know the video what you're talking about. That shit's funny.
Yeah, just
I've never seen it.
It's basically like the joke was basically that's like Michael's controlling the movement for their character, while Gavin is in control of the flashlight. Flashlight, except that he keeps insisting on calling it a torch. I mean, they get into an argument at the beginning of it. It's just like, it's called a torch. It's a freaking flashlight!
Oh my god. Oh no.
I mean, they did similar. I remember also for like a surgeon simulator. A simulator.
I think I did see that briefly.
Yeah, just like if I recall, I think it was actually just like Michael was, I think, in control of the in control of the fingers, and then Gavin was in control of moving the mouse, or it was backwards. But obviously, it works very well. Sarcasm there, in case you can't tell.
Oh jeez.
Oh jeez, something came in my throat.
All right, who else wants to sim? I mean, not excuse me. I keep you simp and shill. Who else wants to shill something?
Well, I don't know. Well, at least I guess I can just sort of mention just the Fate series myself.
Yes.
Well, just because
I will
this-
join in on this too.
I mean, honestly, I got bored to Fate a bit more recently because Fate Extra, actually. I actually just beaten that game at least more recently, and then after that, I actually started doing the Fate Grand Order, and yep, no turning back.
Yeah, because like the thing is, the only reason how I knew of Fate, but I knew very little of it. Basically, I played the original visual novel. This was back like in like late high school, like kind of in college days. And then I have heard of the both versions of Unlimited Blade Works. I love those to death. But that's pretty much it. And then I got exposed to the Extella Link game a while back. But my more recent peak of it was fucking Fate Grand Order. And you have that to blame, and I've been on a fucking Fate marathon ever since. I even went back to watch the fucking Studio Dean version, which a lot of people have very mixed opinions of it. I enjoyed it for what it is, plus like the first Fate route, I do find it adorable. I know a lot of people are like, oh, you shouldn't ship Saber and Shiro. I'm like, shut up.
Honestly, that's pretty much one of the main ships, at least in the series. I mean, it's basically Shiro and Saber, Shiro and Rin, and Shiro and Sakura.
Yep, the heavens feel right.
Yep. Yep, and plain simple, let's not get started on what we can say about Heaven's Feel.
It's been memed to death because of its fucking name.
Exactly. I mean, it's kind of in the name itself. Heavens. Just like say it almost like seductively, almost like Heaven's Feel.
Heaven's
Plus,
feel.
for people who don't know, and I know a lot of people freaked out when they first looked up its source material, Fate is an Arrow visual novel.
Yep.
So, yeah, the Heaven's Feel thing has even more of a reason to be a joke and a meme now.
Yeah, then again, there's other memes as well for that. Let's not get into Rin. Rin because
Yeah.
because at least all three of us, we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Let's just say something's defenseless. And something involving the bone of my sword. I'm pretty sure you can put two and two. You don't have to know about Fate to understand the innuendo what I was going for, but if you don't, look it up.
I'll try to put it up on screen.
I mean, you can. Just don't actually link the fucking actual scene.
I
Yeah.
won't.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure some people wouldn't like that.
We would get age restricted.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much.
Anyways, I'll show Tekken once again and say I've been getting back into it ever since I saw like a couple of Tekken YouTubers, like Looney, Lily, and the main man Sui.
I don't know who these people are, but I'm pretty sure they're very skilled Tekken players because I did not know Tekken YouTubing community was a thing until now. I don't say that as a joke. I legit didn't fucking know.
I didn't know either.
Yeah, it's okay. I did not either.
We're on the same boat then.
But it's just recently. They're really skilled and they may have some takes I don't agree with, but I don't know. They're really great Tekken players. And it's because of like one Tekken shit poster that really got me into these YouTubers. Masood. I'm going to just shill Masood. He's a really great great editor and I've never seen a great Tekken shit post like Masood. Go check him out.
Speaking of Tekken, I highly recommend you guys look up the fucking Rage compilation of Low Tier God. This man is fucking
dear
insane.
Lord.
This man is fucking insane to the point where you're like, okay, maybe it's a facade, but the shit he says that comes out of his mouth you're like, no fucking way. But then you're like, the thing is, he's so fucking salty. But the thing is, he's entertaining in a weird way to the point where, like, watching him get bodied and spew out this weird ass shit, you can't just help but, like, laugh or just be glued and just watch this dude miserably suck at this fucking game. And the sad part is, if you study his gameplay shit, he's actually somewhat decent in the games he plays. He's just a fucking sore loser.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And he gets really weird too. Like, there's a point in time where he'll tangent off while playing the video game at the same time, talk about like how he fucked your mother and shit, like in a weird position, and talk about like his chiseled peanut butter body. It's the weirdest shit, and I recommend it because of how fucking insane this man is.
Oh my god.
Well then.
It's insane. Like, this man is so insane, he literally charges his viewers to enable audio and video camera on stream. I think if you pay this fucker like $30, he'll turn on the microphone. $50 if you want to see this fucker's face.
Yeah, even I remembered that and seeing that, and I was just confused myself.
And the funny part is, people pay for it because there's an actual YouTube account, or YouTube accounts, that archive his shit. And the Tekken shit is the funniest shit I see, because there's a famous iconic line that people use for intros. This motherfucker's pulling strings! And I'm just
that just sounds funny out of context.
It does! The shit he says sounds out of context, especially the weird sexual shit. It's even worse when you look at the Smash shit.
Oh, I think I may have heard some stuff from that, but I don't fully recall.
Tekken is just so glorious how salty he is, because he complains, oh, Tekken hasn't been good since Tekken 3. They made this shit too fucking flashy. No. I'm like, video games, either we like it or not.
Speaking of which, you guys know, I want to show you, like, you know about the endings in the first Tekken games, right?
Not really, no.
I only know one specifically vaguely, and it's the fucking King ending, of how fucking hilarious it is. And how wholesome and hilarious it is. Like, just imagine a group of FMV children running around this fucking polygonal CGI Mexican wrestler wearing a tiger mask, delivering gifts to an orphanage. That is fucking glorious.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That just sounds nuts from my
It's
end.
beautiful.
That I haven't
It's
seen
like,
it.
it's like, to me, it's like a masterpiece of cinematic history.
Also, for some reason, King's tongue moves.
Yeah, it moves.
Okay, that just sounds odd.
This man's mask is so articulate that the fucking tongue moves.
Well, dang.
Okay, I do want to show you one ending from Tekken 1 that I think is the most legendary.
Well,
I mean,
then.
FMV kids, like live action kids, I don't think you could top that. Running around the CGI fucking man in a fucking tiger out with a blazer of all fucking things too.
So well then.
It's great.
I think it's my favorite has to be Yoshimitsu's ending, and I think we're going to watch this together. Hold on a second. It's the legend. And yeah. I'll count us down once we're
Alright.
Alright.
Let me just get ready.
Is it like 1, 2, 3, go?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, go.
Gotcha.
Great, my video messed up a little. I got it.
What the fuck, dude?
Are we like in medieval what?
That dude's face!
What? Is he just making it rain?
Yes, he is. This man literally made it fucking rain. What the fuck was that? This man appears in his noble fucking steed in a rural part of a fucking town, makes it rain with his fucking, like, suitcase of shit in it, makes it look like a fucking 90s rap video where he makes it rain, and he just rides off into the sunset as the noble warrior that he is. That is fucking amazing.
Yeah, just the highlight of this is Law's face, like Martial Law's face.
I
Yeah.
know, it looks like he nutted.
Just bring him $1 and he'll have an orgasm.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I think that and the King one might be fucking tied for the weirdest shit I've seen in a video game.
Yeah, that was certainly a thing.
Also, in Law's ending, apparently Law has makeup on himself. Like, he has black lipstick on himself for some reason.
So, I mean, you gotta get in touch with your inner goth phase, man.
I guess so.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah. I mean, me looking actually at a comment somebody actually just had here, like Marshall was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this is happening."
So the kid who was who was training, that's actually Forest Law.
Oh wow,
Oh, really?
The little intricate details.
Yeah.
Huh. Nice.
I also like about this. Speaking of Law, I really prefer his stance over the old ones. Like, he had a new stance in Tekken 6 where it's more like Bruce Lee like. The older Tekken games, I think prior to 3, had this weird loop, and it kind of looked like he was breakdancing.
Well then.
And I think it was sort of implemented in the Forest's stance in dang it, I forgot the name. Tekken Tag Tournament 2. He does do it slightly, but I don't know. His stance changed too. But yeah.
But yep,
All right.
that's certainly a thing.
Alright,
Yeah.
I guess I might chill something. Basically, the God Eater series.
Oh god, yes.
For
And
those
the-
of you who don't know what the fuck God Eater is, simply put, it's anime Monster Hunter minus the intricacies that make Monster Hunter kind of annoying. You know, like the tracking, finding the monster, it running away halfway across the map to take a shit. Yeah, that's not in here. It's basically, you get dropped into an arena-sized map, and you're like, hey, go fucking kill this thing. And it has a story and lovable cast of characters, which is weird for a game of that caliber, considering a Monster Hunter is, you see that dinosaur there? I'm gonna fucking cook it.
Yep, that
Meanwhile,
sounds about
in
right.
God Eater, they're like, oh, there was a collapse that happened in the year 2050 or some shit, where like these weird ass thorns came about, and these weird creatures called the origami are eating people, and humanity fucked up with a bunch of shit, and they developed these soldiers called the God Eaters, and basically they go out to get rid of these things and make humanity much better, because we live in a post-apocalyptic world.
Yeah.
Now,
You live
there's
in a
many
society.
games- I mean, we do live in a society. It's just, oh god. But there's 3 games: Resurrection. Well, it's called God Eater 1. It got an expansion called Burst. America only got the Burst version, which is the PSP, but it's called God's Eater Burst. I don't know what the fuck happened there.
I think it
And
was just
then-
because they didn't want to offend like Christians or something.
God, if that was the actual real reason, I would fucking want.
Honestly, I don't fully know.
If it is, holy shit.
No, I
And
mean that's
then-
something with. Yeah.
We got God Eater 2. Well, we didn't get God Eater 2 at all. We didn't get until fucking Rage Burst, which is the HD expansion part shit of the game.
It's basically the burst of. It's basically the God Eater burst of God Eater 2.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's in the title, Rage Burst. And
Yep.
then we got that in the form of the PS4 and Vita port, and it's also on Steam too.
Yep.
And then we got an HD remake of the first game, God Eater Burst, or God Eater 1, called Resurrection, and it's fucking great.
Yep.
And then there's God Eater 3. Great game, but I personally think it's a little too easy. And believe it or not, the characters in the story are somewhat lackluster in this one. I'm not sure if because the game felt short, or they were the developers at the time. They're called Shift. Well, they're called Shift. We're developing Code Vein, and they handed it over to a different studio. I mean, they were supervising and stuff like that, but they were busy with Code Vein.
Right.
And I mean, the characters are fine, but they're not like the characters from the first two games, like Alyssa. There's no Alyssa. There's no Coda. There's no fucking Lindo type character. There isn't any of the side characters or like fun, memorable little moments that just kind of make you laugh.
Well, I mean, at least you had like one funny picture with the Amy.
Oh yeah, so there's a context. There's a character called Amy. She's kind of like your operator. An operator is basically, she's kind of like the girl who helps you, like, hey, the origamis are like 50% health or shit like this. And basically, we call it the Shin's curse, or Shinso's curse, where Shin has this really either terrible or amazing luck, where he takes screenshots of games, and when he takes a screenshot, 9 times out of 10, the character will have this face where they look stoned, or they're completely done with your shit. And I happened to take a picture of this character called Amy, where she's holding a birthday cake to celebrate, like the team's job well done. And she just looks like, happy birthday, a piece of shit. And it's great. But yeah, play the God Eater games. They're fun. Like, if you've been interested in Monster Hunter, but the mechanics in Monster Hunter piss you off, try God Eater. It's a faster type gameplay. It's anime-like. It has waifus, good waifus at that. And it's fun. Also play Code Vein. That's all I have to say.
Right.
I could go more into detail, but oof, that's a topic for another day. Plus, these two need to play both games in order to understand the giant heavy dump that was Code Vein.
At least for me, I'm getting through at least Resurrection. I finished up the main story of the original God Eater at least.
Now you need Burst, and then you need the Resurrection expansions. You're
right,
and
then I can go into 2.
Into 2, and then you have to play Base 2, and then you have to play the Burst expansion, then you have to play Rage Burst.
And then also, hopefully, in the meantime, also I can continue 3.
Oh, 3, they made it seem standalone, so another thing I forgot to mention is...
Yeah, I think... Yeah, but definitely at least with what Chaotic has mentioned to me, at least... These 3 is pretty standalone. Like he sort of said, there's like not really too many like returning characters and returning plot lines and all that. Like they'll maybe mention a couple of things here and there, but it's pretty easy to just go into it and just slay some gods.
Yeah, I mean, there is one returning character, but I'm not going to spoil it. But the brief thing you'll hear is like, these brief mentions of world events or certain events, and you can read about these in the game's terminal. Each game has it. They're not. It's kind of like the codex entry. They're not too long to read. It's just like literally like 2 or 3 paragraphs, and they're summed up pretty well. And they basically describe the lore, the mythos of what's going on around you. And so only that will play. So I mean, you could play. It helps to play 1 and 2 to understand the context and the, I like to call it, bullshit anime terms the game throws at you. But other than that, it's a standalone game, so you can start with 3, but I definitely recommend going back and playing 1 and 2. The unfortunate part about this is if you own a Switch, you can get God Eater 3, which it got ported to. God Eater 1 and 2 are not on Switch as of yet, so you'd have to either play that on the PlayStation or this on Steam.
Yep.
Right. But, yeah. Thanks. And by the way, Chaotic, if you find the picture, if you find the Amy picture, then then I'll put it up on screen so that people can.
Oh yeah, I have it. I have never deleted it because I actually use it as a reaction photo.
Right.
So I never delete those. Those are pictures like that are kind of permanent, especially that weird ass tiara picture that fucking Shin sends.
Oh god, don't remind me.
I think it all started with freaking Zen Kubota from Zonky Zero.
Yeah, but just like at least mentioning the picture, I got it here. Actually, I tried looking it up myself.
Yeah, that's the one. She looks so done. It's like she doesn't want to be there to give you like congratulations. Like, happy fucking birthday, you piece of shit. Hope you fucking die.
Dang it, Amy.
Okay.
The chef cummed in your cake, asshole.
Oh shoot! Darn it!
Hope you like extra filling.
All right. But yeah, I think that's enough shilling for now. Let's move on to even more shilling, except with waifus.
Oh, this is a topic I specialize in.
Well, frankly, at least me too. I mean, at least it's sort of a joke for us. At least I'm guilty of some of the stuff that Chaotic likes.
Yep. Shin has helped me broaden my horizons by a bit when it comes to simping for waifus. Because that's another thing. If you ever decide to look me up on Twitter or anything, you'll see that half of my shit is just me posting random shit about waifus.
I mean, even I do that sometimes.
We all do it, but me and Shin are primarily, I wouldn't say known for it, but we kind of just
we do it.
We do it.
Do it, but at least also like me mentioning Fate, I feel like I have to point out at least my obvious one that they would know me for, which is Nero for Fate. In other words, Umu. Yeah.
When I think of Nero, I think of two possible Neros. The Fate one, and the DMC one.
Funny you should mention that, because someone actually made a fucking mod about that for Devil May Cry 5, where it's just Nero, but they give him a polygonal, ripped, ported haircut of fucking Nero Claudius from Fate, and it's on top of his head. And instead of Red Queen, his fucking blade, it's just that weird ass blade that's fucking what's her face. I want to call her Saber. I mean, she has a Saber class, but just that Nero has. It's fucking hilarious. There's a video on YouTube if you want to watch it.
I'm just even trying to look up the. I think I'm even trying to now see if I can maybe find what did they call the weapon if they mention it somewhere. I feel like they did.
That's how little I know about Umu, despite her being the biggest fucking meme of Fate right now. Well, not now, but she's one of the biggest memes. Mostly because to be, I guess what you could say is like, basically, I mean, I like the other Saber. Her name is Artoria Pendragon, or Pendragon, what the fuck you want to call her.
Or
the various
Altria.
names, Altria, that she's called now. I like her specifically more because of how she is as a person in the Fate routes and stuff like that. But she's my personal favorite because she's a meme. Plus, I just love her Noble Phantasm shit, Excalibur.
Yeah, and also just like I was mentioning, I found the weapon name for Nero swords. It's just Astis Estus, the original flame.
Estus. Say that 1 million times.
Yeah,
I'd rather not.
I mean, me typing it out here. Ah, dang it, I mistyped. and type there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna even try to pronounce that.
Yeah, but that's just her weapon name. But
yeah.
Fate.
Fun fact,
Yeah, I mean,
DMC with Nero was one of the reasons why I got into Devil May Cry. Because of his design.
And he's also voiced by Johnny and Bosch.
Oh, heck yeah!
Yep.
Yeah, the legend. Ah! Again! Stop knocking over my stuff! Me? Anyway. Also, DMC 5's announcement back in 2018, so yay!
But yeah.
Speaking of Fate, I'm gonna join in and simp some waifus with Fate. There's like, I swear to God, if you look up Fate, it's fucking waifu central and plus Bondo central. Mostly waifu central. And I have a bunch. There's fucking, I'm gonna butcher her name anyway because I never know how to pronounce it. Skathach.
I think it's like Skatach.
Skatach, whatever the fuck her name is.
Yeah.
She's fucking glorious. There's Mashu. Also known as the Eggplant. Yes, we revealed it early.
Yes, yes. That's the history of the name.
Yep.
There's Mashu. There's Oda Nobunaga. And in Fate, yes, the famous Oda Nobunaga was waifu.
Yep.
An archer class servant, and it's fucking glorious. Little Nobu.
Or she becomes like a berserker?
It's either I know she has a berserker variation. I think this one's an Avenger class. Demon King Nobunaga.
Yeah, that's the one I was referring to. Yeah, the berserker. I just looked it up. The berserker was basically her swimsuit form.
Yep. And then the fourth one is obviously Tamama no Mai, fucking
Mikon.
caster.
Yep, Mikon.
And if you look them up, they're fucking glorious. I won't go into too many details. I'm just gonna tell you look them up because I'd rather just have you fucking all of you just be exposed to it.
Yeah, just honestly, it's just like we'd probably be here for a good while if we were to just go into details.
It would probably require its own 2-parter episode if we're gonna sip this long about Fate waifus or even waifus in general.
Yeah, basically. But even though I have no knowledge on Fate in general, excuse me, I'm eating. I should have done that earlier during the podcast, but whatever. Yeah. For me, as for a Fate waifu that I could think of, I'm still new to Fate, but I think Elizabeth Bathory is starting to become my favorite.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and honestly, I still remember even I'm to blame for that.
Yeah.
Because thanks VR chat. like I was actually like her as a servant there, and at least this one world which I go to get like some of the avatars, they actually have like the noble phantasms on them, and they actually had the one for Elizabeth Bathory, and it's just like she just spawns like a giant castle like right behind her. And because she's an idol, you have like speakers on it, so she makes like a loud noise and all that.
I remember for a good while, I remember finding this very specific saber avatar, and the icon, it's pretty normal if you ever click on it. I'm not sure if it's still up there. I mean, I can log on to double check, but lazy. But if you click on it, I'm like, oh cool, saber avatar, right? But when you click it, she fucking glows in the dark. She looks like a rainbow fucking took a shit on it. But here's the weird part. Every time you move, her body would ragdoll, fling around like crazy. She's basically Octo Saber.
Oh my goodness.
Octodad? She's literally Octo Saber, and it's the funniest shit ever, and people's reactions to it are worse. It's even better when you do the Noble Phantasm, Excalibur. She looks fucking stupid. She flings herself instead of casting the giant sword to shoot a giant death beam.
Oh my god.
Oh.
It's great.
I have not seen it, but that sounds ridiculously amazing.
It is. It doesn't even help too that she glows in the dark and is rainbow colored.
Dear Lord.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, also
right.
At least for
Who
me.
else do you guys want to simp?
Well, at least I'll say you want another series which is just full of waifus. You can always just talk about Azure Lane.
Yes. Yes.
Lane's like I mean, for me at least, particularly some of my favorites are like are particularly actually like some of the royal maids that they have there. Like particularly just like the number ones would be like Sirius and Belfast.
You have Shin to blame for those picks as well, fine, because he's the first thing. One, he posts them pretty frequently, and two, I'm just kind of like, well, he kind of knows my type at this point.
Well, hey, let's also just say that particularly recently, Sirius's New Year's outfit is not helping either.
Oh, I saw it.
I'm gonna put that on screen. It's just for context.
Hell, the fucking Belfast outfit that was out for a months back doesn't help either.
Oh yeah, that. I mean, I'm lucky enough I have actually both of those. I mean, especially Belfast, you had to complete an event in order to get that one. But then Sirius, I actually had to spend gems just to actually get it. And gems are basically the premium currency.
Oh jeez, don't tell me you actually paid for them.
No, I actually got like free
I mean,
gems.
there's nothing wrong in paying for them, but like when it comes to gacha, trying to avoid busting out Wallachun.
But simply no, I just had like free gems.
Okay, that's. I'm like, if you want, I'll just repay you back the fucking how much it costed in real life cash.
I mean, particularly if I remember, it was something like 880 gems, and I had like somewhere like over 900.
I guess it's the equivalent of like $8.
Maybe I would have to boot the game up just to see like what it would be the rate for it. I mean, I'm actually just now trying it. And trying it just so I can tell you. I mean, especially actually like they had like the Chinese New Year stuff, and they actually had like a thing where you could basically get like some free gems on there as well, and that's where I got a couple of them as well. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, particularly the gems. If I were to at least want to get that outfit just on gems alone, like just on buying them, I would have to buy a $20 pack. A pack to get $1,200.
Oh, God.
1,200 gems.
Oh, God. Azulene, you're great, but fuck you.
Well, I mean, you haven't even played it, have you?
No, but I have installed on my phone, but for some reason, I don't know why I haven't clicked on it yet. I had the same thing happen with Honkai, too. I haven't installed.
Well, at least I'll say, Chaotic, if you want to. Honkai is available on PC.
Nani?
Yeah, it's just you go to their website and you can just download the client. You can even connect your mobile account if you connected it to a MiHoYo account.
I use Game Center. the iPhone shit.
You can connect it.
Oh, okay.
You
can you connect the DualShock 4 controller? Or an Xbox One pad?
Good question. Good question. I don't know. All I know is just like the PC controls.
Alrighty, because
there's like the mouse, like the keyboard
to that shit. I will fucking abandon it on my phone and just play it on PC.
Well, I mean, it's basically the same game. I tried it myself. Can confirm it's basically the game. So yeah.
By the way, everybody, play Honkai Impact.
You could thank Kiana for this.
Do it.
Yeah, I've never played Honkai, but do it.
Do it. no, seriously, just do it.
Yeah. All right. As for my waifu simping, I think we're going to talk about a series that's known for its waifus, or should I say its rusty waifus, and it's Senran Kagura.
Good shit.
Yep.
Good shit.
It is our guilty pleasure.
Guilty pleasure? I wear that shit with pride.
Well, I mean, heck, you want me to sum it up? It's just simply Titty Ninjas, the video game.
It's so funny to the point it was almost named Ninjugs in the West. That's for real, by the way. If you look it up, even Xseed posted that shit. It was hilarious.
Oh my
goodness.
I still would have bought it if it said Ninjugs, though. Senran Kagura just sounds better.
I mean, at least it's the same as in Japan. So, I mean, could you just imagine just me going around and actually and just like playing Ninjugs Estival versus?
I'm like, bro, is that a porn game? No.
Well, it may as well be.
Might as well
with a name like that.
Yeah, but let's talk about our favorite Senran girls.
Surprisingly, I only have 3. That would be Hikage, Yumi, and Kagura. Pretty much it.
Right. I mean, for me at least, I'm a particular fan of Katsuragi.
She groped. We gotta grope.
Yep. She's basically the one that's like always going around and just groping all the characters. Like seriously, that's pretty much one of her major character traits. I mean, seriously, you have to consider it one of the lines in Estival Versus. He actually says, "Please, kindly, may I grope your boobs?"
And for those who played Senran Kagura, I'm sure a lot of you might not know this character I'm about to mention, but her name is Leo.
Yes.
She first appeared in, I think it was G-Burst.
I think it was new. It was New Wave. I'm pretty sure.
Either G-Burst or New Wave. Basically, this mobile game in Japan or whatever. But she's honestly, I really love her elegance and her personality. She's the leader of the Zodiac Committee. I think that's what.
Yeah, Zodiac Star Committee. And to note, you were right. Senran Kagura, New Wave, G-Burst.
Ah, okay. But not to mention, I really love her design and Senran, and I went completely bonkers with the customization in Senran Kagura New Link. Whenever like a new costume, when I get a new costume, I would always give it to Leo. Because
Right.
yeah.
I mean, I've seen it. I need to get more out. I need to get more stuff for New Link myself.
And also, speaking of which, Senran Kagura New Link is Japanese only, so you might not understand the language, but if you have an Android, you can get it via the Ku app, which has all these Japanese games.
If you're an iPhone user like me, you're fucked.
Well, the only way to get that would be you have to have a Japanese account.
Effort.
Yeah. Unfortunately, there's a little there's a little extra effort you got to put in there.
Unfortunately, but I did use it to get those other games. Oh, sponsor! I guess this is the Cool App is our sponsor for today. First episode, and we get a sponsor. Nice. This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh God, no! God, no! Please, no! I would fucking tear my head off.
But we could get paid for it.
Fuck no! I would chill. I would chill pube trimmers over fucking rage, fucking whatever the fuck it's called. just no, but seriously, I've seen that everywhere. It's a fucking meme.
Yeah, it really is. Just because everyone's doing it.
Yeah, Leo.
Like, just imagine you're watching this pretty cool video, and like, oh, by the way, guys, we're sponsored by Ray. Oh, fuck.
But yeah.
Yeah, Leo, best girl. Also, her voice. If you've seen me on social media, you probably know who her seiyuu is, but for those who don't know, yeah. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah.
And, next waifu shilling, Eliza from Tekken. She's a vampire. She's low tier, but she is a queen.
Low tier, but has the highest tier titty game.
Yeah, one of her outfits has one of her outfits. You can customize it. Her boobs expand.
Well, dang.
Such is the power of the vampire suck.
Yes.
I mean, that just reminds me. That just makes me think of Rosario plus Vampire when Mocha transforms.
Oh yeah, you're fucking right. I completely forgot about that. Holy shit! I never put two and two together at this point.
Well, I mean, I just
get it.
It's basically just like because Mocha can basically transforms if you pull off like the rosary that she has on her. And actually, particularly in the anime, they actually showed that when she actually transforms, her breast size actually grows a little bit.
Oh, Rosario Vampire.
So basically Ryobi.
My God, is it fucking stupid.
Yep. Except that instead of going from Flatty McFlatterson to Bazongas, it's more that she goes from.
Apologies for that. The recording suddenly stopped. We're going to be
back.
we're going to be exposure that we're using a bot, a Discord bot called Craig. And
yeah, it just suddenly disconnected from us for a moment.
But we're back.
Yep. And with that at least, I suppose at least we're done just simping, so to speak.
Right. Now let's talk about those topics for this week. First up, we have the Atlas survey that's been going around.
Yeah, just plain simple. Just Atlas has a survey going around asking people like what they would be interested in, and possibly even including just like getting some of their other stuff like Persona and Etrian Odyssey and all that.
Yeah.
Honestly, for me, I'd totally be down with a lot of the stuff. I mean, Atlas is probably actually just like a company which is just a company which I do actually like a lot of the games which they have put out. So seeing more of that stuff, especially just like Etrian Odyssey in particular, would actually be cool. Just because the Etrian Odyssey games have always been limited to the DS consoles because of its gimmick that you draw the map, which would be really weird to see it have a transition to like the Switch, for example.
And
It
it's the
draws
same with
itself.
it's the thing with a Persona Q2, with like a Persona Q2,
Right.
and the first game, bleh. And yeah, I think James C. Too Cool did like a skit with a Persona Q2 on Switch, like in one of his videos, but I don't know.
Yeah.
And
Chaotic. What do you think about it?
Give me fucking Persona 1 and 2 remake now.
Honestly, I would take that. And thanks for reminding me. I still need to play Persona 2.
Like, okay, like I understand, like, so it's not. I mean, it's say call it official statement, but the original people at Atlas mentioned they don't want to touch 1 and 2 out of respect for the original director and writer of said series. I understand that, but think about it. 1 and 2 are glossed over completely to the modern Persona fandom does not fucking even know they exist. 2, they discover it and they realize, holy shit, this shit's fucking outdated. I understand that, so I feel like with modernized controls, graphics, and everything, spice it up a bit, maybe experiment and add in some extra content, it'd be fine. Now, I know people say, what the fuck are my social links? Because I actually heard people, they refuse to touch 1 and 2 because of the social links. I'm like, okay, then you're missing out on one of probably the greatest Persona games that fucking destroys probably modern Persona if you think about it. But okay.
Yeah, exactly.
But because Persona can work without social links. Social links are just the extra little sprinkles added to that fucking cake.
Yeah,
now,
honest.
It'd be great to see it, but then I see other people saying, "Oh, well, considering how modern Persona is now, 1 and 2 can be tarnished." I can understand the fear. I can understand that fear, but I'd still give it a chance. I just want to see more people talk about these fucking games because 1 and 2 are fucking great. Innocent Sin is probably the fucking best Persona game up.
I mean, I played 1 at least like on the PSP, and I actually did enjoy it. Though, admittedly, I kind of sucked at it.
Oh no, dude! 1
some
is
of the weird
fucking
mechanics.
hard. 1 is hard, especially when you're starting out. It's pretty fucking hard, especially if you're learning how it is. Like, for example, a modern Persona fan playing 1, you're gonna get fucking wrecked, dude.
But especially just like with the whole positioning stuff, so that your attacks can actually hit enemies.
Yeah, because if you fucking... Okay, how 1 works is they have this little weird-ass grid system where you can position your party members. If you fuck up, you won't hit shit. Glad they removed this from 2.
Yeah, I mean, just like plain simple. I remember for my game, Maki was just like pretty much could only use her bow. I mean, come on, her weapon is a bow, which has far range, and then her other weapon is a pistol, which it's close range. You can't have both of them at the same time.
Funny too.
Yeah.
Because aside from Naoto, the Persona 1 cast is the only party cast in its entirety to be smart enough to use real fucking weapons against demons. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think we do want a Persona 1 and 2 on Switch, and Maki and Maya best girls.
Definitely.
Awesome.
I want to see SMT come back. I mean, I want HD ports of those on PS4 and Switch. I'd simp for both of them completely. I'm like, if you're giving me Nocturne on PS4 and Switch, I'd fucking buy any edition copy of it twice. Same thing with Digital Devil Saga. Same with the Raidou games. Give me. Hell, put a new Devil Survivor out, dude.
Honestly, just for Nocturne in particular, imagine if they made the remix version and they actually featured both Dante and Raido Kuzunoha simultaneously.
Oh, yes!
That'd be great.
That would be
also
meta.
Also play it simple. Atlas, where is Shin Megami Tensei 5?
Give me already, you fucking asshole. I love Persona 5 and I love what you're giving me right now. But give me go see Persona 5. Give me Shin Megami Tensei 5. You're already giving me 5 twice already. Give me SMT 5. Please.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still
But
need
yeah.
to play a real Shamaguma Tensei game.
Oh no. That fucking joke.
Do
Play a
it.
real Shin Megami Tensei game like Nocturne is Strange. I fucking love that joke.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I
any-
love that joke.
but yeah. But yeah, so Atlas has some stuff coming. Hopefully.
And hopefully so. And yeah. So
Well,
Give me 1 and 2, fuckers.
yeah.
but then another thing which we also have to talk about is Evo.
Yes.
Evo, I know there's some interesting stuff with Evo. I don't follow it too much, but I occasionally like to seep in and see what's going on. And of course, that's all I have to say.
But yeah, but definitely just like me seeing the lineup, it's actually a pretty nice, a pretty decent selection of stuff. I mean, you got Under Night, Uniclear, however we're supposed to say that. Smash Brothers Ultimate, Dragon Ball Fighters, Tekken 7, Street Fighter 5, Soul Calibur 6, Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, which that was a surprise to me, especially considering that game's just coming out.
I know, that was definitely a surprise. I thought we see more combat again.
Yeah.
I'm surprised about that one, to be honest. I'm like, wow, y'all drop more
same.
combat.
And then you also had the Samurai Showdown game, and then also the return of Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
That was another surprising one. I mean, like, to quote the stupid fucking Palpatine meme, a surprise, but a welcome with that. I think that's how it goes. I have to find the GIF. But yeah, that caught me by surprise the most.
Yeah, though the only sad part, at least for us in a way, is just no BB tag.
I know, BB Tag just got it got taken out back and just shot with a shotgun.
Yeah, but I think Arxis has a tournament thingy that'll have.
Yeah,
they do side
Arc
tournaments for
Arc
games. It's just
Revo.
not on the main lineup. Because I know there's going to be a BB Tag tournament. It's just not going to be the main line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it's there, but the main line. So it's there. It's just like, but the main lineup is what we just mentioned.
Yep.
But definitely a couple of good surprises there.
Yeah, and can we just talk about Evil Japan for a second, because that one was interesting. I haven't tuned in. I didn't watch it, but I did hear some rather interesting things regarding Tekken 7.
In what way?
You know about the new character, Leroy, and how busted he is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the new Bayonetta. Yeah,
Well then.
Smash 4 Bayonetta. There were 6 Leroys in the finals.
Good.
Oh my goodness.
Like, he is God, here I thought, Bob was worse. Bob from Tekken 6 was worse. This is next level stuff.
Dang.
I mean, he's a badass design character. He happens to be a fucking master of Wing Chun from the years. Of course he's gonna make it into the finals.
Yeah. Yeah, 6 Leroys. There's so many of them.
Yeah,
it's
just,
getting to the point where
nuts.
it's getting to the point where Bamco's actually nerfing him.
No.
And there was unfortunately, I know a few people who didn't like him because of how busted he is.
I mean, I've seen some of the horror stories, at least. I mean, I played against Leroy with Yumari, so... Yeah.
I'm going back. I already came back to Elisa.
Right.
Recently. As low tier as he is, yeah. I don't want to deal with the broken mess that is Leroy Jesus Smith.
I thought you were gonna say Leroy Jenkins. The ancient ass World of Warcraft name.
Oh my god. Yep.
Yes. but yeah, it was quite an interesting case. It's basically, I think, Evil 2011, the Bob situation all over again. I said it again. I said it before, but yeah. But Evo 2012. 2012. We're living in the past now. Evo 2020 is going to be great. We tuned in for Evo 2019 last year. It was fun, and I definitely screamed a lot during the during the reveal of season 3, like the new characters and the returning characters, Zafina.
Right.
Yeah, and if season 4 isn't announced, I'm going to be sad. I'm just kidding. Just don't ask Harada for shit.
Good.
Yeah.
For shit.
Also, if anyone fucking plays Smash and mains Baile, can you please win Evo? Just as the biggest fuck you to everyone who hates Baile. Also, Ori players, please win Evo. My waifu needs to win it. Or Eltnum. Either an Eltnum player or Ori, I'm happy.
Right.
Yeah. Or phone on. I'm more of a phone on name.
I'd be fine with the phone on winning, but I just prefer an Eltnum or an Ori player. So please feed my lust for Ori.
I mean, the only characters I really played for Under Night mainly is just Line and Fagner. And plain and simple, just a joke, simply Fagner can step on people.
Good. Want Ori to step on me though.
Or just, I think she can crucify people, even a tank.
Good. I want to die just like our Lord and Savior will fucking whatever the fuck she does in that fucking whatever the fuck they're called in Under Night. I don't even know what the fuck the final blows are called. I don't even think they have names.
What, like the ultimate moves?
Yeah, like
they have a move that's like at least Under Night. It's like infinite worth something.
I don't know why, but I thought you were gonna call it Infinite Blade Works. You mean
like,
Unlimited Blade Works?
Yeah, Infinite Worth EX exists.
That's a mouthful.
Fuck it, we'll just call it Blade Works.
Alright. But yeah, Evo 2020. What else can you do?
Yeah.
Alright, next topic is about Grand Blue Fantasy Versus.
I know jack shit about the Grand Blue Fantasy game, so I'll let you guys take this one.
Well, I think at least amongst us, I'm the most knowledgeable on Grand Blue Fantasy.
Right, take it away.
It just honestly, just like the main thing, which just like to mention about it is just the odd sort of release scheduling that current games currently having, which honestly I know like actually piss some people off because the game's out now in Japan and also in I think like in Southeast Asia, like particularly Hong Kong, but the game in America we're only getting that next month. Which simply just like people wanted it to be simultaneous because now it's basically people who are playing those versions are just already have a head start.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of the norm with anything kind of like releasing Japan, and Asia first, and then come out to America and the rest of the West?
Well, I mean, some places at least try to have it. At least some places at least try to have it like a simultaneous release. I mean, that's why in Blaze Blue Central Fiction we don't have an English dub. Because they wanted to release it as simultaneously as possible, and I think they mentioned that it's like if they said for them it's just like if they did try to release the game, it would be delayed by a couple of months.
Yeah, because they have to translate it, get the dubbing actor.
Yeah. Plus, on top of that, Blaze Blue has a pretty intricate story.
Intricate but convoluted.
Yeah, but yeah. But particularly the weird part is just particularly just like for some people it's just like some people were thinking that it's just like, well, maybe it's delayed because they still need to finish up the dub. Which, by the way, the dub features some pretty good, typically top-notch voice actors. I mean, Kyle McCarley, Kira Buckland.
Shin, we'll put it up on screen so that our viewers who may be watching this can see.
I'm also secretly in the dub. I'm that one character in the background. You know who I
am. but some people were thinking possibly it could be because of the dubbing. But the weird part, at least I know it comes in from that, is actually the Hong Kong version actually has the English voice acting already.
Yep.
Yeah,
so people are just wondering, like, so why are we waiting a month?
Yeah, exactly.
Even I'll admit, I'm confused on it myself.
It is
So
weird.
people basically, people at least as I know, are sort of blaming Xseed for it, since supposedly they've actually had a couple of problems with being a publisher, sort of. Though I'll admit I'm not too familiar with it myself.
Neither have I. Know they had like a little hiccups in the past regarding not paying some employees. I'm not too sure. I would have to look that up myself just to be, to confirm. But I know they've had some hiccups previously as a publisher, so I'm not sure what's going on. It
Yeah.
is weird though that like it's not technically, it's essentially complete. It's just it's being delayed a month, at least for the West.
Yeah, and well, at least in America, Europe is another story since they still don't actually have a release date yet.
Wait, you're joking? It's not coming out like March, the same as us?
No, currently, at least last I checked, Marvelous has yet to announce a full release date. Marvelous being the publisher for Europe.
Oh,
that's
wow.
shitty, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I actually remember seeing at least somebody actually trying to question Xseed about what about in Europe? Europe, but it's just Europe, and Xseed basically says sorry, you're talking to the wrong guys.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I just see this actually just from Marvelous. All they have currently is just simply saying Q1 2020. Xseed has at least officially announced it's March 3rd. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's lack of a better term. That's an oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. To which I'll just say, I'm sorry to the Europeans.
Sorry to
I
roll
hope you guys get the game soon.
I'm
Shit,
sorry
I hope
to.
you guys get a better. I hope y'all get a special edition or some shit to compensate. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit. But that's pretty much the main stuff I wanted to mention for Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Bias the fact that I want to play Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. I played the beta.
For a minute, I
and
said
liked
Grand Boob Fantasy.
Well, I mean, there's a couple. Well, I mean, there is a couple of characters.
Good. That's all I
But-
needed to know.
But anyways.
But yeah.
But
yeah,
anyways, and now I think this is our final topic for today, and it's about an anime called Interspecies Reviewer.
Oh boy.
Oh dear
There's
lord.
been a lot of controversy regarding this anime recently.
Yeah, and I think a little bit is putting it rather lightly.
Basically, okay, we might get demonetized for this, but I'm not But then again, I don't have monetization enabled at all in all my videos. So, to put this briefly, basically the third episode was getting really close to hentai.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a little bit of it. It just images and all, just images, and yeah, it starts getting really pretty dang close to it. But yeah, it was officially announced at least that Funimation was no longer going to be was no longer going to be doing the simulcast for it because of it. It's supposedly claiming standards. It goes against their own standards, sort of.
Yeah, it was a pretty big shock for all of us. And I think according to the voice actors, they didn't even alert the voice actors or any of the translators.
Oh
Or is
dang! I actually did not hear about that.
Again, I might be wrong about this, but
And then I might be wrong with some kind of info too. I know. I'm not sure who. What? There's a certain clip you'll probably find online if you can. The clip of this angel character, and then I think one of the voice actress that voiced this angel character denies it that they ever voiced this character. So I'm not sure if that's true or not, but if it's this bad, then holy shit.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, just dang. I mean, especially just some people I know tried to point out that Funimation has handled some other risque stuff as well. Particularly one which I know of is Valkyrie Drive.
Yeah.
Which, if you know Valkyrie Drive, you know what I'm talking about.
Give it to Sentai. They'll put it on high dive, full force too.
Well, maybe not entirely. I mean, there's still some censorship. Last I checked for Kanagawa Jet Girls.
Oh yeah, speaking of Valkyrie Drive,
I'm kidding.
Valkyrie Drive, the OVAs are, let's just say it's even more risque than the actual series.
It's good shit. I'm kidding.
Yeah. But yeah, it is.
But yeah, but then at least the plot also actually thickened a little bit more recently, as one of the broadcasting companies actually that was airing it in Japan actually also announced that they were no longer going to be broadcasting it.
Fucking cowards.
It just as I think similarly again. I mean, honestly, I remember reading one report actually that they actually were say that somebody at least complained about it, basically for supposedly promoting sexual harassment or something.
What?
That was just one person at least, according to them. But somebody actually did do it. But still, the point is that the show is actually not going to be aired on that station anymore, and they're going to give it the school days treatment of nice boats.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did love this one part about this dub clip that I watched. Same thing with the angel person, the angel character they want to fuck or something. And it's funny, I'm going to go into two things about it very quickly. One is they actually kept in a pun from the original Japanese script, where it's basically saying, "Oh, going to heaven, what? Fucking coming to heaven." I'm like, what the fuck?
Well, damn.
I think I did see that clip during a YouTuber called the Cartoon Cipher. I saw that clip from their video, and that made me laugh.
Yeah, but just
I'm
well,
That
damn.
is amazing. And then another one too is like, I love how like detailed they asked this, like, you know, like this angel character. You're like, "Yo, you're a boy, right?" And he's like, "Yeah." And it lifts up its little skirt, and you see a full-fledged, detailed bulge on that motherfucker. And then I'm just like, holy shit! They really went out with this anime. Let's watch this clip. And then like the character has this I was like, oh, because you know how angels, depending on your interpretation of whatever, if you believe in that shit, angels have both parts. And the character explains that. I just love how hilarious, how detailed that bulge is.
Jeez. I mean, I didn't know about that.
Like, it'll give all Styleful a run for his money for how detailed that shit is.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, now you're scaring me.
But yeah, this anime is fucking glorious and hilarious because of the shit that it's basically just done.
But yeah, that's
stupid. Also, for those who are saying, "Oh, but Funimation's doing giving it the One Piece treatment," no, they're not. At least I doubt. I think they used the manga as its source material. Well, I think because in the manga, they don't show those scenes.
Yeah, that's what I've heard at least. That people actually said that the manga actually is far tamer compared to what was shown in the anime.
Yeah, like I think like for episode 3, they skipped they don't show the scenes. I'm not gonna say them, and and they just cut straight to the reviews. But in the anime, it's a lot more explicit.
It's woke.
But that happened.
Alright, so we're nearing the end of this podcast. And we just want to give out our closing thoughts.
Yeah, just definitely a couple of interesting stuff, which at least we mentioned. Like, hopefully Atlas will actually go through with a couple of some of the ideas that people want.
Yeah. Like, give us Persona 1 and 2, cowards.
And where's SMT5?
I know, give me SMT5 already. Fuckers.
Just like, geez, guys, it's been so long.
Yeah,
hope-
it's been What,
hopefully there's
2-3
news.
years?
Yeah, like I think since E3.
It's been a while. I mean, the last thing we heard about them was just Atlas basically saying that it's just like, we're still working on it.
It's like Bayonetta. It's like Bayonetta 3. Come on, bro.
I would mildly laugh if, like, SMT5 becomes the Half-Life 3 for Atlas. It's coming, guys. It's coming. Actually, no, it's not, but there might be something.
Well, let's hope it's not.
I hope it's not.
Hopefully.
Jesus, that would fucking kill me.
Yeah.
Right.
But also the interspecies reviewers. Their controversy was quite interesting, to say the least.
No kidding.
I thought it was fucking great. I thought it was funny.
It got to a point where I'm actually interested in watching the show, despite the stupid premise.
I mean, that's just the reason why that stuff actually gets more interesting, just because of the stuff that happens in it.
I mean, this is the type of shit I would watch back, in high school. I used to watch shit like this religiously. Now I'm just like, I would watch it because how stupid it is.
Yeah, I think it got to a point where it reached number 2 on my anime list, whatever list. I don't know.
Yeah, it's on my anime list, like number 2. Like, people are actually just like upvoting for it.
Just this is interesting. Also, Evo, we might stick around with Evo. Like, maybe Under Night, definitely Tekken and Smash Bros. Well, especially Tekken.
There's definitely some cool stuff, hopefully, comes out of that.
And who knows, maybe we might record our reaction if Craig decides to be a good boy.
Right.
But yeah, also waifu shilling, or as we call
Expect
it,
a lot of that shit.
Umu.
yes, Leo. I love Leo. Play Senran Kagura, you cowards. I don't care if you're not in. I don't care if you don't like big anime boobies. Play it.
Yeah, just do it, please. It's fun.
For Yumi. And the
Yes,
other
do
ladies. But I guess that's about it for this
Pretty much.
Yeah, for our Eggplant podcast. I derped out a bit. Wow. You're going to see me do that a lot. Just me blabbering just like Agnes from Devil May Cry 4. You know?
Oh god, that asshole.
Oh dear lord.
Just I love how Nero just snarks at it, like you know the place, like the way that I tuck.
Yeah. I mean, he got pissed after that.
Yeah, but anyways, let's plug our stuff, like plug our Twitters and all of that. Chaotic, you want to go first?
I guess. I mean, the fuck you want to follow me for? But I guess my @, or whatever the fuck it's called, @ChaoticSphere27. You'll know who I am. It's either a Toka picture or a Baile picture, and that's pretty much it.
Well, I mean, at least for me, it's just like my name. I'm just Jinso Blue.
Alright, and I'm @Nanamari_P, and we don't have a Twitter account yet, and I feel like I don't want to do that because
Effort.
yeah. And should I plug another podcast? Is that all right with you guys?
Watch
If
Campfire.
you want to.
Yes, Campfire,
I mean, if you want to.
my favorite podcast. Okay, but also if you want, you can also follow the Unchattable Podcast, another podcast where I am. It's basically more like this podcast, except it's more persona centric, and a heck of a lot more shorter than this one. I think it's like 3 hours long. Lordy.
Oh Jesus.
Oh gosh, just the rendering's going to be a nightmare.
Damn, I
Sure.
apologize for that.
Oh no, it's okay. But yeah, go check out the Unchattable Podcast. I'm one of the hosts there, and also give them some love. Go and also give us some love. That sounded
If you
a
want
bit,
to.
if you want to. But
I'm
yeah,
not
that's
forcing anything.
But yeah, that's basically it for this first episode.
Yep.
We'll probably tune in next week if we can. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And be good eggplants. That's our motif for now. Be good eggplants. All right.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys, we'll catch you next time. Thank you for tuning in. Maybe next week, if it's possible, we can have it. Stay tuned.
See ya.
All right. Take care, my fellow eggplants.